Last time on 3F by Land, we began the Colorado Backcountry Discovery Route. We shared the trail and plenty of laughs with friends that came in from Arizona.
There's tons of cattle in this area.
Thinking about going for a swim down there, Jeff?
And southern Colorado was absolutely beautiful. Aren't you sweet?
Here you go, baby.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
All right, so we're out of Telluride, and we are heading to Ophir Pass. This is the mountain pass we considered skipping just because we're later in the day than we had initially planned. But the team gathered together and we decided, let's do it, because this is like, for this part of the BDR, this is like the big mountain pass. We didn't want to skip this one. So we might change our intended campsite for tonight, and just on the other side of Ophir Pass, see if we can find a great campsite there. Is the trailer still back there?
Yeah.
All right, we are officially on Ophir Pass. It starts out steep, starts out with some dips, and you're in this amazing grove of aspen trees. This part of the BDR has not had a shortage of aspen. It's really been gorgeous. So one word for Ophir Pass is steep.
It's very hard to show on camera, but this is a very steep section made up of mostly loose rock. Every time the tire spins on the back of the Hummer, it slides to the passenger side, inching closer to the edge. Just a few feet from the passenger side is a drop-off that falls several hundred feet before it starts to level any. If the back of the Hummer or the trailer slides too close to the edge, it could be disastrous. Did I mention that I don't like this?
Right, I think we're gonna have to winch up maybe or pull up. So the rock is super loose here. Just have to see what we're gonna do here.
Being off the trail for 3 years has us rusty. Jeff forgot to engage the front and rear lockers until Tony reminded him to do so. As it turns out, only the front locker is working. But once Jeff locked the front wheels, our H3 felt more like what we are used to. That front locker made all the difference.
I don't like this.
You don't like what?
I don't like this. None of this right now.
You and my wife can go hug each other right
Here we
now.
are.
That's why she's vlogging.
Well, as soon as that truck started bouncing around, I was like, out of here, Bailey. Alright, looks like we're making it. Got that front locker on. Made all the difference.
All right, that was less than fun, that section. Doug made it through real nice with front and rear lockers. We found out our rear locker is not engaging. The transfer case work we did before changed the wiring. The front locker pulled us up though, so thankfully. Tony's struggling here a little bit with the weight of his rig and trailer.
What's it like over there?
Let me just...
Is it a little bit better if I go to the right?
Yes, well, it depends. If you go to the right, this tire's worse. If you go to the left, that tire's worse. I think all in all, to the right, you're better off. Awesome, he's got it now.
Steel, Tony.
Do you want to ride?
No, I'm good.
Concerned that my trailer was going to lob over there and get it. Yeah, there are a couple spots where you do dip a little bit left toward that wall. They're not too bad, but the trailer's taller. And wider. Whose idea was it to do this pass today?
I think everyone but you said we should bypass this.
My wife was not paying attention, and she was just accusing me of talking Jeff into doing it. That's exactly how I remember it.
I will definitely have to straighten her out.
I'm really bummed all the mods we did on this, we don't have power to the rear locker right now, because the front locker was a game changer. Locking them both, we would have crawled right up that.
Yeah, well, that wasn't very much fun.
Well, as far as getting power to them, is there a way at camp tonight we can get under there and mess around? And
Woo, okay. Got through the switchback with Tony. That one switchback was really tight.
You know, you could have taken that shortcut on the left there, please.
He had to back up several times and come very close to jackknifing to get himself through.
Really be my hero.
But look at that behind us. Beautiful. All right, summit of Ophir Pass, 11,700 and change. How's it going, Natalie?
We'll see when we get to the bottom.
Natalie doesn't excel when tires start spinning and rocks start flying. She doesn't like heights, she doesn't like steepness, she doesn't like the Hummer to slide left or right, especially to the right when the right's going downhill fast. But thanks to these guys, we made it over. Thanks to our front locker.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
We're gonna figure the rear locker out one of these days. Thank you guys.
You're very welcome.
What an awesome summit. A lot of mixed emotions. Not remembering to turn on lockers, not having both front and rear lockers, and then getting Tony through that switchback in some rough areas, and then Doug just coasting over with his plush suspension, super aired down 37s, and front and rear lockers in a lightweight Jeep. A lot of fun.
We watched this.
Did you ever see these guys?
How
The-
ridiculous. It's so
How ridiculous?
silly.
Well, you gotta watch their channel.
Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's
You've
just a
seen it
bunch of
before, right?
clean
No, but
kids.
you guys are talking about
Oh
it.
gosh.
This?
Yeah, have you ever seen How Ridiculous? Oh, they're great, man. My wife calls them, the blow 'em up guys.
Oh, okay. One of those.
Just for
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to interrupt your conversation for a second. 3 of you were walking for that. All of you were walking. Was it better walking?
Yeah.
Was it better knowing your husband's lives are in danger?
Yes.
Okay, to be fair, he kicked me out.
It's your own choice.
We got life insurance. You bet it was better for her.
We're there for support.
Well, you guys were awesome. You guys helped kind of keep the calm, especially for me. And well, Natalie didn't help keep me calm at all. She was straight up freaking out.
Because you didn't help keep me calm.
Yeah.
You started it. How about
You
that?
were driving and you didn't put on the front locker.
I didn't know we had it on.
It's that woman you gave me, Lord.
Yes.
It's that woman, Lord.
So you guys are troopers because we hear it all the time from people, married guys or guys that are now single because it didn't work out. But they say they say to me, you're so fortunate, so blessed to have a wife that does these adventures, will go on these adventures. And there's 3 of them right here. So we are blessed men.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Although
you
you didn't video her kneeling on the passenger seat, choking you out while you were driving, right? Get off of this trail!
It was his
Get off
idea.
this trail now!
It was his idea. I said, let's just take paved roads to camp. It'll be
Blame it on
fine.
me.
idea was it?
Just get me off of this trail.
At one point, Natalie was praying. And I think she was praying to go back in time to change her husband choice. we are using our Moreflate tire inflation system for the very first time, and we are airing up all 6 tires right now. Hopefully it works. That thing's pretty awesome, I guess. Let's come take a look. So we'll see. I mean, obviously it's going to be slower than if you were only airing up 4, but I don't even know how to use it. But we're so tired and exhausted, we got to find a place to camp. All right, so we are about 9 miles away from where we want to camp. We're looking at one of those forest campgrounds. I think they have like fire rings and pit toilets. Like at this point, I think it's like 9 o'clock. We just want to get stopped. We want to get stopped, get some sleep, get some food. You know, that dinner we ate in, well, it wasn't really dinner, that lunch dinner that we ate in Telluride was really a long time ago. So this has been more of a day than any of us anticipated. You know, leaving camp at 8:30 and now it's after 9. It's been a lot of a day. And, you know, we're kind of learning. Let me tell you a couple of things going on with the Hummer. So, the Behemoth transfer case is incredibly hard. So far I'm finding it on this BDR journey we're doing, I can't get it into 4-wheel low. So we've been using the doubler. So I put it in 4 high, use the doubler to put it in 4 low, or to not necessarily put it in 4 low, to give us that feeling of being in 4 low. But it's not 4 low. And now, so we can't get into 4 low. It's a cable driven, not a linkage driven, and it's very difficult to get into those gears. And that part is very frustrating, to get to this point, to get this build to this point, and we can't use 4 low. So we're gonna have to call the people at Behemoth and say, guys, help us out, give us some advice, tell us what we're doing wrong. The next thing is, when we go under load or out of load, the front end intermittently makes a clunk noise, like a clunking noise. That's not a good thing. So maybe tomorrow we'll be in Silverton. I don't know if there's anybody in Silverton that could take a look at it, but we're going to try to find out. Because right now I don't know that I trust that noise in the front end to take us all the way to Wyoming on this journey. So I don't know. I do believe, like an honesty moment, I do believe it's about time for us to get just a newer vehicle, a vehicle that has the capability from factory that we've been trying to get out of this H3. And modern vehicles do have, great towing capacity, better suspension, front and rear lockers, push button front and rear lockers, where you don't have the whole, transfer case thing, which is becoming problematic. And a lot of the other things we've done on this, that it just seems like, for our purpose, for our goals, that it's probably time to move on to something that our family just feels better with, fits the build better. What do you think, baby?
I didn't hear you. I couldn't hear you over the... Although I know
all the
you're
compressor.
back here.
I'm just talking that, we're kind of... This was the trip to find out if this Hummer can really do what we need it to do, to travel full time, to feel comfortable about it, to feel safe.
I don't think so.
And I just don't... How long is it going to take to get the bugs kicked out? I don't even think that we can get all of them out for the need that we need to use it for.
Yeah.
If someone's going to drive it around town as a daily driver and they take and go hit some trails without a trailer, they're not going to travel full time, it would be fine. But whatever. But this is a Colorado BDR video, so I'm going to stop crying about our Hummer. But we need a mechanic to find that clunking front end noise and figure it out.
Oh, we do.
We'll look at it.
Are we making it to Wyoming? We'll see.
We'll see. I don't know. We're going to see. The guys are going to help us look at it in daylight in the morning, but right now we're just tired.
Yeah.
Well, so we didn't fill you in, but last night we tried to find a campsite. And it was just getting late and late and late. Really dark, and we couldn't find anything. And then the Hummer's having trouble. What we believe is the rack and pinion here in the front. It's got a lot of play in it, because we kept getting this boom, this big jerking of the front end. So we decided it's time to get off the trail. We can't put it in 4 high or 4 low. We can't use the front end right now until we get the rack and pinion fixed. So we're just 2-wheel drive. So unfortunately, number one, we had to come here to a campground last night. This is in Durango. So we left Ophir Pass, came down, and then made our way to Durango last night. Ultimately, by the time we got in and got a shower and climbed in the tent, it was about 1:30 in the morning. My eyes are still bloodshot red. It was rough. These two amazing families are going to continue their journey on and go have more fun. Unfortunately, we're not going to be with them. Our intent was to do the entire BDR all the way up to Wyoming, but we got work to do on the Hummer. We got some decisions to make about this rig and this setup as far as what it's going to mean for our family. We have been incredibly blessed to spend the last couple of days with these people and for them to tolerate our rig and maybe some questionable decisions as far as what trail we're taking at 5:30 in the evening instead of just finding camping. But what a great group of people. We can't wait till we hook up with them again. Next time we will stay with them for longer because we will have our rig functioning like a champ.
For finding that bolt loose.
All right, guys, this is where we part ways, unfortunately, but wanted to thank you guys for putting up with our questionable route planning based upon pulling trailers, questionable capabilities of our Hummer H3, but you guys have been so awesome.
It was great. It was great. The route was awesome. You know, trailer slows down, but it was awesome. It was good. The fellowship and everything on this whole thing,
absolutely
fantastic.
Yep. Well, we're going to do it again. Be safe, please. Let us know what you did. If you do anything really awesome, like if you get dug in a really awkward spot, take some video.
We stopped off in a shopping center to straighten things up in the trailer and have a better look underneath the H3. Unfortunately, there are no easy solutions.
Good morning. We are in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We made the run from Durango yesterday, got to Albuquerque. With everything that was going on, we pulled in here a little bit late, but we had a great dinner last night. We stopped at this brewery. What? Brewery? Good morning. We are in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We stopped last night, grabbed some dinner on our way in. We were just tired, exhausted. It's been a long couple days, and then things going on with the Hummer and whatnot. We just wanted to make it real easy. We got in here, got set up real fast, and we're going to get a little breakfast, a little bit of coffee this morning, and we're going to keep heading on south. We are heading toward Carlsbad Cavern National Park, which we're looking forward to visiting that place, and there may be a hike or two around the area. We're basically on our way to Florida, and we're going to take the very scenic route to get there and make it enjoyable. As long as the Hummer keeps running, we're going to keep on going and see as much as we can see all the way down into South Florida. So we're in a Whole Foods parking lot now. I'm going to air up the 4 tires on the Hummer since we're not going to be going on any trails right now because of some repairs that we have to get done in the front end. We're not going to go into 4-wheel drive at all. And Natalie and Bailey have been getting some supplies in Whole Foods just to keep us going for a while. And then we're going to be hitting the road, heading south. So we are heading southeast. We're almost to Roswell, New Mexico, and the weather has gone crazy. Off to the right-hand side, passenger side, is a violent storm over there. We see lots of lightning. The wind is horrible. And we're hoping to get past it before we're in the thick of it now, but the wind is hard crosswind coming across passenger. But we're going to make our way down to Carlsbad Caverns National Park. We're going to camp there for a couple days, explore there, and hopefully have really good weather.